Okay, so we're back again with another Sudiksha Konanki disappearance update video. Just gonna play this video here real quick, and then we'll get into what everyone's saying, what the latest is, what everyone's been saying recently today. So this video's from today. Turn the volume up here. This is 22 hours ago. The Joshua Reeb case information released by Dominican judge in the missing Sudiksha Konanki investigation. So here we go with the audio here.
An update tonight on Joshua Reeb, the last person to see the missing college student Sudiksha Konanki from Loudoun County alive. We've learned a judge in the Dominican Republic is officially concluding that case. The court ordered Reeb's immediate release, finding that he was unlawfully detained when he was held past the maximum period of 48 hours that's permitted under the Constitution of the Dominican Republic and the country's Code of Criminal Procedure. According to the guidelines, the public prosecutor's office is required to file formal charges within 48 hours after an arrest or a detention. Reeb has not been charged. Now, according to testimony, Reeb and Konanki were drinking on the beach on March 6th before she disappeared. Authorities believe that she may have drowned. After weeks of searching, Konanki's parents asked Dominican authorities to declare their daughter legally dead on March 17th.
All right, so that's one of the most recent updates that I could find so far. That was a little over 22 hours ago. So, all right, had to move move myself around a little bit so the sun glare wouldn't affect the video too much. So, anyway, that's the latest so far. So let's he hasn't been charged or any, I mean he's not being detained. Let's see what everybody's been is saying about this then. Let's go with that. Let's go over that. Someone's saying that the FBI had better keep this open. This is a huge loss and never should have happened. Everyone has their own theory of what happened on that horrible night. Yeah. FBI better not drop the ball on Joshua Reeb and his friend. Some idiot said she drowned, get over it, her parents have. So see, these are the comments that I absolutely hate. Like, they're so sure of something and they just don't care. They think it's just the most logical explanation, and then they just don't care. They don't care about the truth. They don't care about getting to the bottom of it. That always bothers me. I'm sorry. That just, people like that just really bother me. Like, they have no business even following these cases, because you can't just come to a conclusion that fast and not know anything without we don't know anything about what happened. That's why we're exploring all these avenues. Okay, maybe that's what happened, but we don't know that. So it just bothers me in all of these disappearance cases. Every single one of them, every single one that we don't know anything about. They're quick to believe the This person's like quick to believe. I guess quick to believe the boy. Like, how do you know he's telling the truth? You know, we don't even know if she. He doesn't even know if she drowned because he thought he saved her. If his story's even true, something could have happened after that. She could have gotten kidnapped, or any number of things could have happened. So it just bothers me that somebody just automatically comes to a conclusion, and then that's it. And then they mock other people over it. Like, okay, like you have no business being a part of this case because you don't care enough to know the truth. You really don't. People like that just don't. They don't care enough to know. Instead, they go around mocking other people who are following it more closely and trying to get to the bottom of things. So, you can understand my frustration over this. How sure? And then someone replies, how sure are you that she drowned with no body as proof? Thank you. Her parents may have given up on her, but the truth of what happened to her should be found. Exactly. I mean, to any of us who care, I care. I give a crap. Otherwise, I wouldn't bother with doing any of this. And I'm obviously, not trying to do any of this for clout either, because I don't have any following at all on here. I don't have no following or anything. I just care about these missing people. I care about these missing person cases. I really truly do, and it's the only reason why I do videos on these. This can happen to anyone, right? And this could happen to me. It could happen to you. Like. But I believe she deserves justice, so FBI should not drop this case. This should be open. Would this be the same way you'd be if this happened to your daughter or sister? Right, I completely... This person is... who commented, that's exactly the way I feel. I'm glad they commented. If they wouldn't have commented... I would have commented and probably said about the same thing. But keep looking for her. They did a shoddy investigation. It was clear there were men in the bar involved. We don't know that either, but it's very possible. They knew DM was involved. Who's DM? Get to the bottom of this and find her. See here. Do you realize who the staff is? Who the staff is? Most of the staff is not Dominican in Punta Cana, which was a huge mistake the Dominican Republic made, given the fact that the Haitians promised they would ruin tourism for us. Oh my gosh. We have been trying to explain this struggle for decades, and our side of the island keeps getting a bad reputation because they want us to have a bad reputation. Yes, there's crime in Dominican Republic. Yes, tourists have been robbed in Dominican Republic, but specifically Punta Cana, no, sir, it isn't what it used to be. Then someone says, who is DM? I want to know what DM is too. When Natalie Holloway was missing in Aruba, every day we were reminded that she was missing on the news. Yeah, oh yeah, that was a big deal. Very big deal. Uh, Someone says because Natalie was last seen getting into a car with three men. This girl, but this girl was last seen drunk playing in the ocean at 4 a.m. So, I mean, it doesn't mean it's any less, should have any less coverage. There's still no trace of her. There's, either. Um, there's definitely some trolls here in the comment, like in the going around. Um, like someone says, yes, the waves and sharks should be held accountable when someone said she deserves justice. This dude, you don't know that's what happened. Maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. It's what we're trying to find out. Like those of us who actually give a crap. Um, yeah, there's definitely some trolls going around it with this case. um, it's because they don't give a they don't care. You know, they just think of the most logical explanation, and that's it. And then they just don't give a crap. I just sorry, it just really bothers me these types of people because they don't know that that's what happened. We don't know if that's actually what happened. That's so stupid, to go around acting like that. It's very immature and childish, you know. Um, and these idiots, they go around on every single person's comment and like belittle everybody that actually is trying to get to the bottom of this. That's what I'm talking about. Like obviously they care enough to like mock people. Just if you don't care, just move on then and stay away from the case and let people who actually care get to the bottom of it. Um, let's see what this person says. Why did Joshua take the girl knowing she was drunk to the beach at that time of the morning when it is a little distance from the resort? Too many shaded palm trees. She was not walking well. She had an unsteady gait. What was his intentions? What did he do to her? Where is the cell phone he was taking a selfie with? Um, the two of them while she was stumbling as she walked. That actually might have been a drink in his hand. It's still not clear. I don't think whether that was a phone or a drink. I'm not sure about that one. He had bad intentions because he only met her at the bar the same night. It was wrong for him to take her on a beach in those early hours. Whatever she drank at the bar, she was vomiting. Well, he was vomiting too. Um, what was his mission to take her on an isolated beach? See here. Someone says apparently a 40-year-old very rich man with power is involved. The resort knows a lot more. What? Oh, that's a new one. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know what they're talking about. Um, um, so interesting that it's this very pretty girl who drowns without a trace. People have drowned on this beach before. Yeah, like how many have drowned? Like multiple people have, and multiple people weren't found. Right? Like some were and some weren't. I guess. And came to shore rather quickly. Okay, people have drowned on this beach before and came to shore rather quickly. I don't think all of them have though. She could have easily been kidnapped. How convenient for traffickers, of whom, as I have heard, there are hardly any in the DR, that the police does not further investigate in this direction. Okay, that part didn't make any sense. But she definitely could have easily been kidnapped, sure. Could have been traffickers there that kidnapped her. That is a very true possibility. Um, I don't understand why the parents were so quick to declare their daughter deceased. Like, why were they so quick to do that? All right, so let's see. This is someone though saying this is misleading news. A Dominican judge provided the legal reasoning for dismissing the case against Joshua Reeb. It doesn't mean that the investigation into what happened to Sudiksha is closed. Okay. It continues. Moreover, the FBI may continue to probe into this matter. This March 28th decision is a reiteration of a similar decision on March 17th, when the court approved the petition for habeas corpus, stating that Joshua Reeb was unlawfully detained in the Dominican Republic. There was not enough evidence to charge him. Okay. Fair enough. Under Dominican Republic law, you cannot hold someone in custody for more than 48 hours. Joshua Reeb was released officially on March 17th. After a snafu with his passport, he flew to Puerto Rico and then ultimately returned home. His home's in Idaho, right? The declaration of death for Sudiksha requested by her family has not been granted yet. They don't have a body. The investigation continues. Okay, that's what someone said 18 hours ago. By the way, let's see. So the Dominican government probably just wants to hurry up and close this case because it's affecting the tourism in a negative way. Hopefully not, but could be the case. Someone says, "Are you serious? This is over a week old. How can you even call yourselves ABC News? TikTok has been more up to date than you." Probably. Um, so, just to get my stance on it, like, I'm not saying it's a drowning, and I'm not saying it was like some murder or kidnapping. Like, I don't know. Nobody knows one way or the other. That's the whole point. So I'm not like I find Joshua Reeb suspicious. Yeah, I feel like he might have done something to her for sure. That's where I lean. That's just, but I'm not like I don't know what happened. That's just what I'm leaning towards. Um, but I'm not like some of these people here, saying hardcore that she drowned and get over it and all this and that crap. So if you're one of those people, you can quit watching here if you're watching my video, and you can go somewhere else. If not, if you actually care, then please do continue watching my videos on her case. It's much appreciated. Like because I really do care about these missing persons cases. Whether it's Sudiksha or Mara Murray or like Brandon Swanson, I mean, like I really do um, care about these missing people and what happened. I want them to have justice. Um, and then there's people who definitely think that Joshua Reeb did it too. Like that's the other end of the spectrum. Like I'm not in that camp either. I lean towards him being suspicious and his story not adding up, and definitely lean towards further investigation and all of that. I heavily lean towards finding the truth of what happened. And hopefully some trace of her appears, like is found. Hopefully some trace of her is found. Hopefully it's not going to be like Natalie Holloway. Um, and then like years later that guy can I believe confessed to doing something to her. That Vandersloot guy years later. Hopefully it's not going to be something like that. But someone says someone here says, please refrain from bullying comments about survivors in this case. Please leave these two youngsters in peace. Then someone says, mind your own business and stop pushing your agenda on others. Then someone says, yes, Joshua is very brave. See, that guy just seems to blindly believe that that Joshua saved her and the whole story's true. How the hell do you know? How the hell do you know that? He could be lying about every single part of that story. That whole thing might not even be true. Not even like a part of it. Uh Someone says keep the case open, and that one of the usual trolls says no. Why not? He does. Apparently, they see. That's what I'm trying to say. They don't want to even know the truth. They don't care about the truth. All they care about is like, I don't know, their twisted agenda or something. Like they don't even care. Anyway, it's kind of a ranting video more than anything else, I think. Um, that's the latest. Apolo- Apologies for this being mostly a ranting video, but let me know your latest thoughts about all of this. Where are your thoughts in this in the in the case so far? Um, I guess it's still an open case. Um, well, hopefully that I mean there probably is still an open investigation into this. It's just you know gone a little quiet, but yeah, let me know your latest thoughts in the comments below. I'm very interested to hear what everybody has to say. Um, and yeah, I'll continue to follow this if any new leads come up, any recent news, any recent updates, I'll be in on that. So I'll do another video once that happens. Um, Still no trace of her has been found. So I guess that's where we're at right now. I do think Joshua Reeves' story is suspicious sounding. I don't fully believe it. I definitely don't fully believe him, but I don't. Um, that's where I'm at right now with it. So let me know if you feel the same, if you feel differently. Um, and we'll wrap it up here, and I'll maybe move on to a new disappearance case. Not sure which yet, but I did do a video on Brandon Swanson. That's a really bizarre missing persons case. That's an older case, of course. And got some videos on the Delphi murders and missing Mara Murray. That disappearance is, always bizarre too. But I have some ideas on some other very bizarre missing persons cases that I might do videos here on soon. So on here soon, I mean. So yeah, let me know your thoughts on the missing girl from the Dominican Republic. Well, she went missing in the Dominican Republic, Sudiksha Konanki. And hopefully some trace of her will be found soon. Nothing yet. And I will be back with more videos here shortly.